we got a lot of news this week in AEW. Sasha Banks is going to be appearing at Wrestle Kingdom, but unfortunately possibly not in a wrestling capacity.
Yeah. So it's not officially announced, but it's been confirmed by multiple outlets.
People we trust.
That she has come to some sort of terms on a per date basis and will be appearing at Wrestle Kingdom. Not wrestling, but expected to be setting up some matches. She'll do a few shows for New Japan, which makes us believe that she will be involved with Kairi for their new IWGP Women's title. So maybe a short feud or something like that.
I have a question, which I should have asked you off air.
Oh,
I should have asked a dozen people off air so as not to humiliate myself. But I'm going to humiliate myself right now. This woman in New Japan with the belt, with the gold around her waist, Kairi.
Yes.
This isn't Kairi Sane, is it?
It is.
Okay, thank Christ.
Yes.
Thank Christ. All right.
Yes.
My God, that's going to be a great match when it happens.
Yeah, and they've already worked together, so I bet it'll be great. But yeah, apparently Sasha, she's about to get the bag, as they say.
Yeah, and I think she's going to get it from AEW because AEW is the only company that can afford her. And of course, she would have a working relationship then with New Japan, could probably do whatever she wanted in New Japan. Because I think AEW will give her whatever she wants. Because I saw a lot of articles this week about how she is one of the few, maybe the only free agent out there who can legit add numbers. Like, not 50,000, like 100,000.
Right.
Maybe a couple 100,000 people to AEW every Wednesday night with her on the show.
Right.
And so I was like, okay, AEW gets a lot of criticism for their women, for their women's division, it being a weak division. So I decided to sit down during Dynamite, during the commercials, and put all the women in order of where they are, with Jamie Hayter's the champion, Jade is the TBS champion, so that makes her, in my mind, the number one contender, which is where the old U.S. champion always was. So I went down the list, and I used every woman in AEW with 6 or 7 exceptions, because I got down to 21.
Okay.
I got everybody who's important, but I added Sasha Banks as if she got added this Wednesday.
Okay.
And Kevin, this is a blockbuster division, which tells you how poorly it's been booked. Do you want me to run down this top 20
run
for
it
you?
down. Sure.
And if you've got an exception to the placement, let me know.
So this is a ranked
top
list.
10 this is a ranked list.
Like your power
and the
power
rankings. Yeah, and the rankings aren't that important. There's clearly going to be a lot of mistakes.
Okay. But your top tiers.
Yes. Champion.
Okay.
Jamie Hayter.
Yep.
Number 1, Jade Cargill. Number 2, I've got Sasha Banks.
Okay.
I think if she was here right now, she'd be your number 1 person without a belt. Then she just beat Britt Baker. Number 3, Saraya. I've got Britt Baker at number 4. Probably should be a little lower. I don't give a shit. Number 5, the former champion Toni Storm. I think she's got to be in this spot. Number 6, Thunder Rosa, if she's even with AEW anymore. Because I don't think she's injured, but she's not here. But she never lost that title, so she's number 6. Think about that, Kevin.
Right.
If Sasha is in here, the former champion, as high as I can get her, is number 6.
Yeah.
Then we've got number 7. I've got Hikaru Shida. Number 8, just lost to Jade Cargill, Nyla Rose. Then all the way at number 9, Serena Deeb. Number 10, if she's healthy, Chris Statlander. They were pushing her towards a title shot when she got hurt. I think she'll be back soon. So then Ruby Soho can't even make the top 10.
Right.
Ruby Soho's at number 11. I've got Riho at number 12.
Okay.
The new ROH champion Athena at 13.
Okay.
I can accept arguments that that's low.
I think after this weekend that's low, but I wouldn't fault you for that before the last couple of weeks.
Yeah. Number 14, I've got Mercedes Martinez. Number 15, and after that, I just threw in other names like Ty Mello, Penelope Ford, Madison Rain, Willow Nightingale, Sky Blue, Anna J, Red Velvet. And that's leaving out AQA, Leva Bates, Bunny, Layla Hirsch, Abaddon, Emi Sakura, Yuka Sakazaki.
Yeah.
That's a damn stacked division, people.
Right. Abaddon.
And Abaddon, who, by the way, is 15-0 this year.
Oh, my gosh.
She's not lost in 2022. Yeah.
And that doesn't count anyone that they might bring in with an agreement with Stardom or more likely the Tokyo Joshi Pro.
Yeah, that is. And I think the biggest mistake here was creating a belt for Jade. I think.
Oh, interesting. Why do you say that?
Because the women in the TBS title division almost feel totally separate from the women in the world title division.
Yes.
And then you've got your ROH title. So you have those 20 women split between 3 completely different divisions.
Right.
So Athena isn't like, after this, Athena's not wrestling anybody in either of those 2 AEW divisions, most likely for a while.
Yeah.
And you've watered down that talent that you do have, where you could have even 2 really strong divisions with 10 people each and still have extra women.
Yeah.
But instead, we've got 3 very watered down divisions.
Yes.
And I think Tony sees that as a way for, former champions to not be in the title picture. And it makes sense. But you can do that storyline wise. I don't know. It's just we should have way more than 2 really strong women's storylines at once.
Yes.
By the way, speaking of which, Jamie Hayter on Dynamite this week, sitting down with Tony Schiavone, looked and sounded like a superstar.
Yes, she did. And a world champion.
I want more of that. I need less of her association with Britt. I hate to say it. And I also loved the segment between Saraya and Britt, with Britt saying, "I've got the world champion with me at all times."
Yep.
Except for right now.
Except for this exact moment.
I love that. So there's good things going with the women's divisions.
Yeah.
But it should be so much stronger. So much stronger.
Yeah.
I don't think you get a subpar wrestler on this list until you get down to I think 15. I think Ty is your first medium level wrestler. Some people might argue that maybe Ruby Soho.
But even that is in the ring, though, because Tay has so much upside on other things. Like, she has so much more personality than a lot of those people and can really get heat. So,
and both Penelope and Bunny have been way better as of late, I think.
Yeah,
I really liked the Bunny's match this week. I really did.
I did too. Yeah, and especially we didn't really get into Athena when we talked about the Ring of Honor show, but that was like a coming out party for her as like a next level, breaking through. And now it's like they've said they're going to downplay Ring of Honor on AEW TV, which we've all been saying great. But now they have something interesting going, and she's going to be paired off with Willow Nightingale, who's the other person who needs to be climbing up to the top,
to be featured,
and has potential to be a top 5 star, or maybe or at least top 6 or 7, and they're just going to be paired off on the $10 a month show.
Yeah, maybe you need to put down that $10 a month. Because already Willow. You're missing something.
If they
that you
push Willow,
see.
I'll support that.